Hi, it's me, KB. I just wanted to put a video together of showing you me putting a memory wheel together. One of the first things I want to tell you is I had a really hard time with this in the beginning because I felt really scattered and like everything was all over the place in my brain. Trying to figure out archetypes, trying to fill out symbols, trying to fill out figure out all the different things that I was wanting to put on a memory wheel. And then I just decided I needed to just sit down and do it. So we're going to sit down. I'm going to do a very simple memory wheel for you. But they can be complicated. They can be simple. It's whatever you feel. You can have multiple memory wheels. You can make a huge big one and use it for everything or whatever you want to do. There's no right or wrong way to do this. I want that to be clarified for people. So I'm going to put together a very simple memory wheel for you, but this way you get an idea of how to do it and structure it and whatnot. So with that being said, I hope you enjoy this memory wheel I'm putting together. Okay, so we are going to put this memory wheel together. And here we go. I'm going to talk you through it. So here is some basic memory wheels. This is one I'm still kind of working on. I still have some things to put on it. This is the one that's in the workbook. Just it's a good guide if you're trying to put things together, that one that's in there. And I just printed them off. So, okay. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm talking. There are tools that are very helpful when doing this. These are the things that I have been using to help you get everything done. Protractor, pencil. You can use anything really that is circular. One of them I use plates, different size plates. Anything that will draw your circle. But these are helpful tools, and you'll see why they're so helpful later on when I'm actually drawing one of the circles. So here are some different pictures that show you me working on some stuff. This is what we're going to be doing right here is four. There's four different sections. This one's just shows you what kind of wheels look like. This one has 8. If you count in, there's 8 sections there. And here is a template. I make one and then I've made copies of them. That way I have several. Like if I mess up or I want to make more or whatever I want to do, I've made multiple copies of these. And I highly recommend that to anybody that may think they need more than one or more than one to practice on. So whatever. So basically, this one has 8 sections in it. And if there's 8 sections going around, there has to be 8 pie sections on the wheel as well. So that one has 8. We're going to do this one. This is 4. This has 4 round sections. And then so you're going to be divided into 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4. Can't bring out there. So you start with your basic round one. Like I said, I make multiple of these so I can have them on hand. Because once you get that big circle on there, you don't always do it the same way every time, I've noticed. So copy machine is your favorite. So you find the center of the paper. You decide how big you want. I started on the inner circle, how big you wanted the inner circle. And you just, I'm not very good at doing this, obviously. But this is the best way to make all your little circles. You can find these in the store in the school supply section. Hobby shops have them. Voila, first circle. Usually pencils come in those, but I've put a pen in mine because I wanted a darker circle so you could see it when I was doing it. You can do markers, you can do pens. Again, I measured this one up off of an other circle, obviously, and then you just go around just like so. And again, You get better at it as you're doing it, obviously. But it does take time. It's not something you can just whip out in a heartbeat. So if you want to make several of these and make copies of them, you can. I have several that have 4, that have 6, that have 8. I'm working on a big one that has 12. Um, just depends on how saucy you're feeling, how much work you want to put into it. The more you the more you put into it, the more you can use it for different things. Like I said, you can make one big huge one and use that one for whatever, or you can use smaller ones for specific things that you're working with. Okay, so I've got my circles done here. So the next thing I have to do is I have to make my 4 sections on here. And that's real simple. Find the center of your circle. You get your little handy dandy ruler. You draw a line. Now, I did not draw a line all the way through the center because if you see, I just did there and I just did there. And the reasoning that is because you put your symbol in the center of the memory wheel. And again, you do it this way. And it divides your memory wheel into 4 sections, and then you have 4 round sections. So for my memory wheel, what I'm utilizing this for is I have a goal that I'm working on, and that goal is to not have to be working my day job anymore. So I'm working on trying to get myself to where I am self-sufficient, making money, so I don't have to work at my day job anymore. So my power symbol, power symbol, energy symbol, whatever you want to call it, is the star. As you see, I wear a star. I'm a big Captain American fan. So the disc, when I put this on today, I was like, it's going to reminds my memory wheel. So you can put stickers on this, pictures on these, whatever you want to do. I'm getting a little precise here with trying to draw my star, but you know that handy eraser, because I can make it kind of perfect, but I've never been able to draw a star free-handed anyways, so I just did the best I could here. So, like I said, my goal was I'm working on getting away from my day job and able to be self-sufficient and doing the projects that I'm doing and generates means of income. So I have a little more free time. So that's what I'm working towards. And so these 4 sections, you on your outer ring, this is where you're going to put your archetype um, energy at. This is the archetype you're using. My first one here is caretaker. The ones above the line are usually more like this is my main one. This is my main at this point in time. This is my main archetype that I'm using. So you look opposite of it and you put what's opposite. And so I chose rebel. And then on the second one up there above the line, I put sage. And then the one opposite of sage that I chose is creator. So for these 4 things these 4 archetypes are what are my strong archetypes I want to pull off of when I'm meditating and I'm focusing and I want to pull their energy. These are the 4 things I think will help me with this energy that I'm trying to have with my power symbol. Okay. So with my caregiver, I'm going to use in my next wheel, I'm going to use color. And so the caregiver feels like a blue color to me. That's the feeling I get when I'm thinking about this caregiver archetype. And so in this area, I'm going to put the color blue and I'm going to write the word blue. That way I associate that there. So my next one is a sage, and the color I chose for that is green. So when I'm thinking about sage, I'm going to be thinking about the word green and the color green. And we're going to do this again. We're going to do this for the rebel, and we're going to do this for the creator. The rebel, I picked red. So now every time I think about the caregiver, and I'm going to match it with blue, these are going to be two things that are going to bind and are going to be very energetic, and they're going to be tied with emotion because of what these colors, how colors are very emotional for me. Yellow. Oh, that yellow did not show very well, did it? Oh, I guess it did there. So yellow is what I tied to the creator. So now that I've got my colors in place, I'm going to go to the next ring. And in this ring, I'm going to use symbols. So with the caregiver, the symbol that I chose is a flower. Flowers remind me of kindness, and like when people aren't feeling well or people are having a good day or you want to do something nice for people, sending them flowers or giving them flowers, looking at flowers, bringing flowers to somebody is a very warming thing for me. So this is why I chose this for the caregiver. Sage and the green, I chose the infinity symbol. Knowledge, power, infinity, it's infinite, it's green. These are association with each other. The rebel, I used a lightning bolt. And then the creator, I used a happy face. So you see, as we're going through, we have associations with what these symbols and colors and with the archetype energy. So the last section, brown section, I decided I wanted to use frequencies. I'm really big into frequencies. So I wrote each frequency that I associate with these. And when I'm using this memory wheel, I'm going to also find these frequencies if I'm working with the sage, and I'm going to listen to these different frequencies. I know about what they sound like anyways, because I do listen to a lot of frequencies. And there is this memory wheel that I can now use to focus my energy, to draw the archetype energies with the colors and the sounds and the symbols. Real simple, real simple. But it can be so powerful if you sit down and you take the time and you use these. Here's like the one I was telling you about. I'm still trying to work on this. I need to put more areas in there because this has got 12. And so I was having problems. And so I went and pulled off list of symbols. Like the first ones are animals. There was colors. These are symbols of various um, cultures. These ones are tarot cards. This list is hertz. This is for frequencies. But yeah, you don't have to just sit there and pick them off your head. If you need to, you can go look up symbols and then use this as a template. Like it gives you, the more you make, the more you can pull off of them. But like I said, you can use whatever you want. You can be very simple. You can get very in depth. But it's just a really neat tool. It's a good tool, and it's the tool that we're using for the QART system. So I hope you enjoy sitting down and making these. Like I said, I've made several of them, and I'm still working on one. Thank you. That's my jazz hand. So that is what I have for you making my memory wheel.